Microsoft PL-100 exam updated questions are good material for you to pass the test. 1. You need to create a flow for moving data from the sales log to the job setup entity. Which type of flow should you use? A. A scheduled flow for the job setup entity. B. An instant, button, flow for the sales log. C. A business process flow for the job setup entity. D. An automated flow for the sales log. 2. You are creating a Canvas app. You need to store and retrieve small amounts of data on a local device when the app is offline. Which set of functions should you use? A. Save data, load data. B. Set, patch. C. Patch, collect. D. Set, collect. 3. You create a Canvas app that connects to a common data service database. Users report that they do not see any data in the app. You need to ensure that users can view data in the app. What should you do? A. Share the app with the users. B. Add a Power Apps license to the users. C. Assign a security role to the users. D. Publish the app. 4. You are an app designer for a hotel. The hotel wants to create an app to help the housekeeping staff schedule work. You need to create a new environment for the app. Where should you create the environment? A. Power Platform Admin Center. B. Power Apps Maker Portal. C. Dynamics 365 Admin Center. 5. You are creating a multi-page Canvas app that loads tabular data from an external data source. Once loaded, the data must be available to all screens within the Canvas app. You need to reduce the number of times that the app must retrieve data from the data source. Which two data stores can you use? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Parameter. B. Global variable. C. Collection. D. Environment variable. 6. You create and publish a Canvas app component library to perform complex calculations. You discover an error in one of the calculations. You correct the issue and publish the component library. A co-worker uses the original version of the component library in a Canvas app. You need to ensure that the coworker uses the updated version of the component library. What should you do? A. Export the updated component library and instruct the coworker to import the updated version into the Canvas app. B. Inform the coworker to edit the Canvas app and manually add the updated version of the component library. C. Instruct the coworker to edit the Canvas app and update the component library. 7. You create an automated flow by using Power Automate. The flow appears under My Flows and is connected to the development environment. The development environment has a solution to move components into a production environment. You need to ensure that you can transfer the flow to another environment. What should you do? A. Add the flow to the default solution of the development environment and export as a managed solution. B. Change the environment for the flow. C. Add the flow to the existing solution. D. Add the flow to the default solution of the production environment. 8. A company uses Microsoft platforms for all accessibility, compliance, and security auditing. The Auditing and Compliance Division of the company flags a newly created Power Apps Canvas app due to accessibility issues. The app must be unpublished until it conforms to Microsoft accessibility requirements and recommendations. You need to identify all accessibility issues for a solution. What should you use? A. Microsoft Accessibility Conformance Reports. B. Microsoft Compliance Center. C. Power Apps Studio. D. Microsoft Accessibility Guides. E. Microsoft Visual Studio. 9. You create a Power Platform solution. Solution data is stored in a variety of documented cloud services. You must also be able to connect to one or more industry data sources. You need to configure the data sources. What should you do? A. Create a business process flow. B. Create a data policy template. C. Create a UI flow. D. Use an existing data connector. 10. You are creating a Canvas app. You plan to use variables that are scoped to a screen to store values. You need to create and update the value of the variables. Which three functions can you use? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Collect. B. Patch. C. Navigate. D. Set. E. Update context.